Fellas, hello. Forgive me for the little hiatus that I took for a bit and just got done with a killer fucking chest workout. Totally forgot to throw my shirt on, so it's whatever. But it's perfect for what the topic is because the topic is bulking and cutting. Now, the hiatus that I've been on, I had to do some reflection. Had to think about how I was going to present things moving forward, and honestly, I'm going to throw up a subscription. It'll be like between $2 and $5 a month because there are certain topics that I want to go in a little bit more deeply on, and I can't. I can, but then that'll just be an invasion of overall privacy. You know, I don't want certain people knowing certain things. I don't want certain people to be privy to certain topics and discussions and information that you all need and can benefit from, and then they'll come on and fucking troll and comment, and you know me, I'm gonna comment back, and as nasty as you think you are, you go low, I excavate out this motherfucker for real. So like, comment, subscribe, and keep your eyes out for the subscription that will be available to my FTM guys very soon. It'll be very inexpensive and very well worth it because you are going to get the in-depth info that you need that goes with these videos where you can actually start to make some of your own changes. Now let's get into cutting and bulking. It's really quite simple. It all has to do with where your hormones lie pre-transition, how much work you've done in the gym pre-transition, where your fat levels are starting with HRT. How will you know that? You get a body fat test. Your fat's broken down into 3 parts. You'll know exactly what your excess is. You can lose it. Then you know you're starting on the positive end of things. The lower your fat, the higher your T. That's just basic science for any man. The lower amount of fat that you have, the higher amount of testosterone you have, particularly if you are taking HRT. If you're not taking HRT, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you because your body is going to lean on its natural biological performance, which is I house chilling. So I'll need more fat than the average body or than the FTM body or especially than the biologically born male body. So your body's always going to revert back to that. How do I know? If you look at things like, say if you were predisposed to, if all of your family, everybody's diabetic, that means you're predisposed to diabetes. Doesn't mean that you'll get diabetes, but if you eat shitty food and you practice a lifestyle like your family did, you're more likely to have diabetes than your average person. So you're more likely to hold fat, which means bulking isn't going to work for you if your testosterone levels aren't already high, your fat levels aren't already low. Now, where it can work, bulking and cutting at the same time, is what you want to think of it is fat loss, muscle sparing. So you want to spare as much muscle as you possibly have, lose as much fat as you can. Why? Muscle eats fat. The fat that is around the muscle will eat it, and it will round itself out and get hard. You see how my muscles are round and they're bulging. Hopefully that's what they look like. If not, then that's what yours will look like if you do it right. Now, cutting. If you are already there, your T levels are good, you've been lifting for a while, you've got a shape, you have got ample muscle on your body. When it's time to cut, you are not going to cut the same way as a biologically born man because HRT pushes you into menopause. That means that you can cut a lot more easily. So you'll lose more muscle mass if you're not taking in the appropriate amount of protein and the correct carbohydrates. Cutting also works really well with fasting for FTM men because fasting only makes natural testosterone levels, metabolic levels, cortisol levels shoot up in us post HRT with the menopausal effect of getting more testosterone. That means that it's only going to go up that much higher, making you that much more lean. Hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, stay tuned for more. Follow all the outlets. Link is in the bio. Stay tuned for the subscription channel. Like, subscribe. Keep your eyes out. Transmass Motivation, that channel's up and going. Lots of motivational workout shit for us. Elder Circle, the new episode will be up this week. The hiatus is over, and we back.